Hello, good afternoon everybody. I wanted to take the opportunity today to say hi, introduce myself. My name is Amber Fortney and I am one of the admins for our Natural Living group. And I know I've chatted with a lot of you, commented on a lot of your posts, so I wanted to just say hi and take some time to have you get to know me a little bit better and for me to learn a little bit more about you guys. So it is about 1:20 in the afternoon here. I'm in North Dakota or Antarctica, whatever you prefer, but it's cold. I just took my daughter to preschool and my son and I are home, so I thought what a good opportunity to talk to you guys a little bit about Young Living essential oils and whatnot. So I'm excited to share some information with you. We'll talk a little bit about what are oils, what do you do with your kit if you already have one, if you've already become a member of Young Living, and different things that I love that you can order now if you are wondering where to go next. So thank you for tuning in, and if you're already a member, then you probably have gotten a starter kit. That is how most people start their journey with Young Living. So the starter kits are awesome, and I'm going to kind of share some of that with you now. So when you choose to become a member, you sign up and you pick your starter kit, and you can actually pick what diffuser you want. So behind me, I have the Dewdrop diffuser going. I actually really like the Dewdrop one. It is really quiet, so I like to put it in the kids' rooms or like while I'm doing a video so it's not so noisy. The light turns off, so it's a really great diffuser, high quality. So anyway, you get to pick your diffuser, but this month if you pick the Dewdrop, you get a special surprise, so I'll tell you about that in a minute. But if you've already signed up with Young Living, chances are you've gotten your premium starter kit and this box. And so I'm just going to take you through what this looks like and kind of what you can do with it and whatnot. So here's your box, and it has a little tab, and when you open the tab you have your oils, and here's a bunch of information, resources and whatnot. But you actually pull your oils out, and there's a nifty little tab on the back that you can pop open so you can stand them up to display them and whatnot. Grab the bottle that fell. But a lot of people just get so excited about their oils that they don't take them out of the box and notice that underneath there is actually a lot more stuff. So under here you have some little information cards, sample bottles, your bottle of Stress Away, and some more sample packets and whatnot, and your roller fitment. So the packaging on the starter kit is just beautiful and I love it. But anyway, there's more underneath your oils, so don't forget to check that out. I have a lot of people who say they didn't get their Stress Away or they didn't get their roller fitment, and they did, they just haven't taken the oils out. So step one, take your oils out of the box. And like I said, you get to pick your diffuser, so there's a couple different options. You can ask whoever invited you to watch this video, or me, or any of the admins. So today when you sign up for your Young Living starter kit with the Dewdrop diffuser, this is awesome. You guys are gonna love this. You get a free bottle of Peace and Calming. It's probably backwards for you guys, but Peace and Calming. So this is awesome because this little bottle has been out of stock for almost a year. This was my last bottle. I had about this much left in it, and so when it came back into stock, I just went ahead and topped it off with some almond oil and put a roller fitment on it. So now it's my topical use bottle that I can throw in my purse and have on the go. Peace and Calming smells wonderful, and I have a 3- and 4-year-old, so it's one of my go-to oils. But now I have my brand new bottles, so I can stick those in my shelf for diffusing and whatnot, and then I have my topical. So what does it mean to become a member with Young Living? And what that means is you become a wholesale member. You get 24% off any purchases you make forever. You get introduction to all kinds of wonderful products, promotions, and a really awesome company. So if you don't know a lot about Young Living, I would check into it. I've had the pleasure of going to one of their farms in June and helping plant the seedlings and seeing the whole distillation process. And if you're about sustainability and farming and knowing where your products come from, then this is definitely the company for you. I highly suggest taking any opportunity you can get to visit one of the farms, because it is a truly awe-inspiring moment. So anyway, what I'm doing today is sharing my oils with you guys, sharing the opportunity. I do this for a business. There is a business side of Young Living. So not only can you get your products at 24% off for life, you can go ahead and give your friends, your family, your referral number, your member number, and share your oils with them, because when you find something that's amazing, then you want to share it with everyone. So it's really easy to do that, and then you get a little commission check on the side, which can help pay for your oils, so you get them for free, or maybe, you know, supplement some income, pay for a vacation you've been wanting for you and your family. So anyway, that option is there. It is not required. You are not required to purchase anything every month. You're not required to sell anything, but just so you know that that opportunity is there. So we talked about the packaging, looking at your oils. So you get this box, you have a diffuser, all of a sudden you have all these oils. Well, what do you do first? And that's a common question I get. People get overwhelmed. You know, they're excited, they get their package, and then they're like, oh my gosh, where do I start with all this? So I suggest you go ahead and take the box that your diffuser came in and open it, take your diffuser out, plug it in. All you have to do is add some water right up to the little red fill line in there, and then you can go ahead and put some oils in. In my dewdrop, I tend to put around 4 to 6 drops. You'll get the hang of, you know, what you think is too strong, not strong enough, mixing oils and whatnot. But really, plug your diffuser in, because that is one of the best perks of the starter kit, is the diffuser. And then just kind of note, like, how does it make you feel, you know, when you put your oils in and you're breathing them in? So the question might be, well, what should I diffuse? I don't know, I have all these oils. So I don't know about you, but I'm a stay-at-home mom and I need a lot of emotional grounding throughout the day. So frankincense is amazing in the diffuser. I really love it on days where I just need the support, the grounding, just kind of that mental stability, I suppose you would say. So right now I actually have peace and calming in the diffuser, but I do love diffusing frankincense. If you take time out of your day for yoga, prayer, meditation, whatever it is that you do, frankincense is really awesome for that, because like I said, it's a spiritually and emotionally grounding oil. It smells really beautiful. It's like got an earthy quality, and obviously we all know frankincense used to be prized more than gold, and if it was good enough for baby Jesus, it's good enough for us. And I feel like we're so spoiled that we even have the option to use our essential oils, because back in the day only royalty, you know, got to use oils. So it's pretty awesome that we have this opportunity. So frankincense is really uplifting. I like to even use it topically on my face to support my skin and whatnot. So frankincense is one of the pricier oils, so if you don't want to diffuse that right away, what I always tell people to start with is lavender. Lavender is, I don't know, it's got a very beautiful scent to it. Now, a lot of us are conditioned to the lavender that we've been exposed to through Bath and Body Works or some of our bath lotions and stuff. This is totally different. So when you smell this, sometimes it's kind of like, oh, I didn't know that, you know, that's what lavender smelled like. So I suggest diffusing lavender right away. Put a few drops in. Note how it makes you feel. You might have that sensation of the memory of like being in your mother's garden, or if you've ever had a wonderful day at the spa, maybe they used lavender on you. So lavender is just a really calming oil. It can just take you back to a calm, happy place. So we use a lot of lavender in our house. I don't know if I grabbed my bottle. We actually take, when our bottle of lavender, the bigger bottle is there's about a quarter left, we fill that up and put the roller on it too. And then my kids have a diluted lavender bottle that is just theirs and they can go grab anytime without having to ask me, and they're constantly putting it on. Everybody loves the smell of lavender in the house. So if we want to go on that note, frankincense and lavender together make awesome skin or beauty serum. You can either just take like a dropper bottle with some almond oil, hazelnut, sesame, hemp seed oil, whatever it is that you prefer for your skin, and add a couple drops of frankincense and a couple drops of lavender, and you have like an automatic beauty serum that is wonderful for your skin. So when it comes to skin, I always just say lavender first because it smells great and it's great for so many things. So just be careful. Make sure you dilute your oils. You know, they are pretty concentrated, so you don't really need to get complicated with your oils. Keep it simple. Start by diffusing and then kind of go from there. So in your kit, you are going to see that some bottles have the solid color label and some have a white label. Now the white label is approved for internal use, for supplemental use. They're called the Vitality oils. The FDA requires us to label them different for ingesting, but it's the same oil, just different labels. So we're talking about ingesting oils. That's one of the 3 uses for your oils. Keep it simple. If ingesting oils isn't for you right away, don't do it. Do your research and go from there. But I love lemon in my water. So I love reusing the organic juice jars because I drink a lot of water throughout the day. So I just go ahead and take a couple drops, probably 2, 3 for this size bottle, and I put them in the bottom, and then when I fill it up with water, it already kind of mixes in. I don't add oils every single time I fill my water up. They kind of will cling to the sides of the glass, and you'll get that throughout the day. So lemon and water is just, it tastes so good, and it's not that like acidity of lemon juice or like squeezing a lemon, so you're not putting any bad acid into your body, but you get the really wonderful health benefits of lemon too. Another thing I really like to do is to take my Thieves Copaiba and lemon, and I make a wellness tea. So I do like 1 drop of each in a cup of tea. I tell you what, it is great for soothing your throat and just to support entire body wellness, and especially in the fall and the winter time. I drink a ton of tea anyway, so if I can, you know, help my body be happier just by drinking the tea I normally drink, then I am all for that. So another tip for that is if you don't want your oils sitting on top of your cup of tea, so if you fill your cup of tea and then put the oils in, they're going to kind of sit on the top. So when you drink it, they're going to kind of can stick to your lips and might burn a little bit. But if you put on a little bit of chapstick before, that doesn't bother you so much. Or you can take your tea bag, and before you make your cup of tea, just put your drops of your oils right on the tea bag, and then they're in your tea but not sitting on the top, and you can reuse your tea bag. So the winter tea, wellness tea is awesome. Add some honey in it, and you're good to go. Who doesn't like a cup of tea with some honey and lemon? So on that note, let's just continue on with the other Vitality oils. Peppermint is another great one if you like peppermint tea, peppermint hot chocolate. Now this little bottle packs a punch. 1 drop of peppermint oil is the equivalent to 26 cups of peppermint tea. So for some of us, the peppermint might be too strong, and they recommend like 1 drop per, I think it's 32 ounces of water. So you can mix a bigger container of it, and then it wouldn't be so overwhelming. Or if you were going to do peppermint tea to support your digestive system, you can do the trick and just put it right on the tea bag, because peppermint's really strong for me, so I don't just put it right on top of my fluids that I'm drinking. But another great thing with peppermint, I don't know about you, but I like chocolate. I like chocolate a lot. So I like to make digestive support chocolates. And I actually will use my peppermint and my Digize. And Digize is another great oil for your digestive system to help support a healthy digestive system. Maybe that maybe you have a reason that speaks to you. So if you are looking to support your digestive system, Digize is great. But I'll just take some dark chocolate. I like the 80% dark chocolate, organic, fair trade dark chocolates, and I'll just melt it down with a little bit of coconut oil, and then I add a couple drops of Digize and a couple drops of peppermint, put it in the fridge, let it harden, break it up, and I have like after dinner mints that help support my digestive system. So it's really awesome. They taste great. My kids love them too. It's diluted enough in the chocolate and the coconut oil that everybody can enjoy them and reap the benefits for their digestive system. So I'm going to talk just a little bit. Most of these oils we've talked about are steam distilled, which means the plant matter is harvested, dried, and then it goes into the distillers where it's steam distilled. Now there is an exception, a couple exceptions, like frankincense is actually resin tapped from the trees. So they injure the tree, it produces the frankincense resin, and then we take that and distill it down into the essential oil. But like your lemon oil or your citrus oils are cold pressed from the rinds. So we talked about they don't have that acidity to them, and that's because they're cold pressed from the rinds. Now you might know that term cold pressed from coconut oil. If you guys buy coconut oil, which is amazing, you should be using it for everything since it can be used for everything. But you might see on your labels of coconut oil that it's cold pressed and whatnot. So coconut oil is amazing to have with your oils, especially because you can use it for such a variety of things. So what I like to do is take some coconut oil, you can put a drop of lavender in, rub it in, you know, rub the back of your neck, or you give yourself a nice foot massage and whatnot. So since we're talking about all this, I just want to verify with you that I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to treat, diagnose, or cure anybody. I don't address medical conditions. I talk about how to stay healthy, live healthy, and support wellness. So that's what we are doing today. If you have medical conditions that you need answers to, I suggest talking to a naturopath or doing your own research on that. But I can't answer any of those questions for you. But I'm just going to talk a little bit now about topical use and how I can support my body. I have taken some notes just to stay on track, because you guys, I could talk about oils forever. You'd be like, you have to stop. So in your kit, you also get a bottle of Panaway. Panaway is like your muscle joint support oil. It's amazing. I take my coconut oil that we already talked about. I'll just take a little bit in my hands, add my drop of Panaway, rub them together, and give myself like a shoulder rub, whatnot. Maybe it's your back of your calves, your lower back, wherever it is. But it is just so soothing and amazing. I know being in North Dakota in the winter, when I'm outside, I do this a lot. My shoulders are like touching my ears for months and months on end, and then I get inside and they don't know how to just relax and drop down. So Panaway is awesome for that. If you're gonna go shovel, let's say, or do something that you know your back is gonna be sore from, put the Panaway on first before you go do it, and it'll ease some of those aches that you get from the shoveling or the raking or whatever you're doing, your workouts. So another great thing to do with Panaway is Epsom salt baths. I love to take a cup of Epsom salt. You get your magnesium from Epsom salt, which ironically we're all kind of lacking in anyway. So you can just take your Panaway, put about 5 drops in a cup of Epsom salt, fill your tub up, and it's amazing. I don't recommend getting the Epsom salts that already have the fragrances added in. I don't know about you, but I can't tolerate the smells of perfumes or really strong fragrances. It just doesn't really work for me anymore. I get terrible side effects from it. But Young Living oils or essential oils, the aromas are completely different. So a lot of people might think that if they're sensitive to scents or fragrances that they're going to be sensitive to oils, and that's not true. So if you haven't experienced that for yourself, you can either message me or whoever and we can get you a sample out so you can really smell the difference between a synthetic fragrance and a natural essential oil. So yeah, take your pan away bath. Another great thing you could do, I mean, you can take a bath with your lavender or your frankincense. There's really just a ton of stuff that you can use your oils for. But if you are looking for an invigorating aroma, then I recommend adding some RC to your bath. RC will help you breathe just amazingly. It's great for baths. If my kids need a little respiratory support, I might sprinkle some Epsom salt in the bottom of the tub and then just let the shower head run hot water so it kind of steams up the bathtub for them to help with that. You can make a chest rub. So we talked about your coconut oil. So just put a little coconut oil in your hand with your RC. You can rub your chest. Actually, a great place would be the bottoms of your feet, because the bottoms of your feet have the largest pores of your body and the most pores. So your feet are a great place, especially if you don't like the smell of something, but you want to reap all the wonderful benefits of it, put it on your feet. So I don't know if any of you had like grandparents who would like slather your chest with Vicks or your feet with Vicks. It's that same idea of supporting your respiratory, just in a more natural way. So since we're talking about that, we'll kind of move on to like this idea of chemicals and putting toxic chemicals into our bodies. So I don't know about you, but when I started this journey, I didn't really know anything about that. I was a mom just trying to do her best, and I started really learning that as I was cleaning my house and doing these different things, I was absorbing all of these bad things into my blood. So remember that anything that you put on your skin, in your mouth, you're absorbing into your bloodstream. So I'm not trying to tell you guys I'm perfect, because I'm not, but I like the saying, know better, do better. And so that's kind of what we do around here. We started with really getting rid of all the toxic cleaning products out of our house and kind of went from there. So, you know, if you clean your bathtub, let's say, we're talking about taking these wonderful oily baths. So let's say you're going to take a bath, but you need to clean your tub. So you use your bathtub cleaner or whatever, and you spray all that in there. Not only are you inhaling those fumes in, but then when you fill your tub up with water, even if you've rinsed it out, you're still going to be bathing in some of that. And so you're absorbing all of it into your bloodstream. So a big thing for me was to get rid of the chemical cleaners in our house. And so when I started, I was doing like the vinegar, baking soda, just that. But the vinegar smell got really strong. I still use a lot of vinegar, but sometimes I just needed to feel like I needed something more that I believed in and didn't smell so vinegary. So I actually purchased the Thieves Household Cleaner, which, you guys, this is such amazing stuff that I could do a whole hour-long class just about the Thieves Cleaner, and I'm sure you've seen it in some of our posts from the admins or different people, but this is a cleaner concentrate, and all I can tell you is it is awesome. We clean everything with it, and when I say everything, I mean literally everything. So I'm going to just show you how that works. This is a 32-ounce glass bottle. If I were you, I would get a 16-ounce glass bottle, because this bad boy gets really heavy to tote around. But this is my main one that we keep in the kitchen, and then I have smaller ones that are in each of the bathrooms, so we kind of have them all over the house, so you don't always have to go grab your one bottle. But for my 32-ounce bottle, I put one capful in. So if you're using a 16-ounce bottle, it'd be a half cap. So we'll talk about that, because I have the math more figured out for a 16-ounce bottle. So if you put a half a capful in a 16-ounce bottle, I'm not good at math, so I wrote this down. This bottle is 14.4 ounces, and it costs $22 wholesale value. So if you do your half capful in your 16-ounce bottles, that makes 29 bottles of cleaner, which equates to 76 cents a bottle. You heard that right. I wouldn't lie to you. And like I said, we clean everything with it. I clean my countertops, my wood, my mirrors, windows, granite, stainless, I mean, I've even, like, for cleaning my toilet, I'll throw a little bit of washing soda in my toilet and like a quarter cup of the cleaner. Same with scrubbing a bathtub, because you want a little bit more of the like grit for scrubbing a tub or a toilet. So just throw a little bit of your washing soda in with a quarter cup of your Thieves concentrate, and I mean, you have really safe natural cleaners. So I love this because I can let my kids help too. Yeah, we'll pick something out. So it's really nice to be a mom and let my kids help clean the house, teaching them young that it's okay to help mom keep the house clean. So I can give them the spray bottle and a rag and send them on their way, and I feel safe knowing that they're not, you know, absorbing chemicals. So I love the Thieves household cleaner. It's another great benefit of being a member. You get access to all these really cool products and you save a ton of money. So since we're talking about like concentrate and saving money, another great thing I'm going to mention is the Thieves laundry detergent. So a lot of people see this bottle and they're like, that's little. I do way too much laundry for that. And I'm used to having my big 5-gallon jug of laundry detergent. So just so you know, I do make my own laundry detergent that I use a lot. My husband's a butcher. I wash some pretty nasty stuff, and I do like my homemade cleaner. But I also like having the Thieves laundry detergent because it packs a punch. This bottle is awesome. So this little bottle is nice because my laundry room is a mess all the time. It's always like full of clothes, piles needing to get washed, piles needing to get put away. So instead of having this big laundry, you know, jug sitting out, I just have this nice little bottle, which is awesome. So this bottle is good for 64 loads. It's safe for HE, high efficiency laundry, which I have. So if you just have a regular conventional washing machine, it's half a cup that you are supposed to use per load. So, or half of a cap. So here's the half of a cap mark, and that's it for a conventional washing machine. If you have a high efficiency washing machine, you need a quarter cap full, and it cleans your whole entire load of laundry. So this stuff is amazing. It takes up almost no space, and it is, I mean, it's great. So any of the Thieves products, I mean, the Thieves essential oil itself is so amazing that Young Living actually, you know, makes a whole entire product line of these products. And you can actually sign up and get a Thieves starter kit where you get the household cleaners, the toothpaste, mouthwash, foaming hand soaps, a bottle of the oil, the waterless hand purifiers, and the sprays. So if you don't know if you're interested in making the change for essential oils, but maybe you just want to get the toxic chemicals out of your house, the cleaners and whatnot, the Thieves starter kit is really a great way to do that. So again, you can ask me or whoever for more information on that. So while we're talking about laundry, I'm going to go back to a couple of these that we talked about, which lemon. So not only do I put lemon in my water, but I use it as a stain remover. So it works really great for an adhesive remover and a stain remover. So I already add vinegar into my washing machine, so I use my laundry detergent, and then I have some vinegar rubbing alcohol, and I think I'm going to do a whole entire video on laundry sometime here in February, so I'll show you my process, but I'll just do this quick. So I'll add some lemon to my vinegar that I put in my fabric softener area or my bleach area on my washing machine. Lemon is a great stain remover, so I can do it that way, or like if I have my kids' clothes, I have a grass stain, dirt stain, something like that, I'll just put the lemon directly on their clothes, kind of rub it in, and then throw it in the wash. And you can do that with your Thieves laundry detergent too. Just use a really little bit and use like a brush and kind of rub it in before you wash it, and it's amazing how well it cleans. So Another great thing for that is purification. So I don't use dryer sheets because dryer sheets are actually one of the most toxic things we use in our homes. We put all that VOCs into the air and we're breathing it in. Plus it's like absorbed into our clothes, and we wear our clothes all day or sleep in our beds at night. And we're just constantly being inundated with those chemicals. So I have wool dryer balls. And at first I loved the wool dryer balls, but I kind of missed having that like scent to my laundry. So purification is really amazing for that because it helps freshen your laundry, make everything smell good. So yeah, get rid of the dryer sheets. Another thing you can do is make like a purification spray. So for like a room freshener, ditch the Febreze and just take your bottle, put a pinch of salt in it. This is a 2-ounce bottle, so in this I'd probably do like 10-15 drops of purification and then just top it off with distilled water, and you just have an awesome room spray. So Febreze, Glade, all that can go away because now you have the purification spray, and it works amazing. It's not hiding or covering up any stink, it actually gets rid of it. So even in your diffuser, say you cook fish for supper, salmon, and your whole house just reeks, just diffuse some purification and lemon and it's like your house smells so clean and amazing. Another spray that I like to make is with lavender. So same way, pinch of salt, few drops of lavender, top off with distilled water. And now I have a linen spray. So I can spray my towels in the cupboard to freshen them up. I can spray my pillowcases at night for a really awesome like sleep spray to help calm me at bedtime. I like to make a bottle of this up and keep it in the guest bedroom, so when I have guests come, I can come spritz their pillows and give them that relaxing, calming lavender smell. And then they can always use it too while they're staying here. So I like to leave little goodies in the guest bedroom for my guests. So making sprays is really easy. And I was talking about the purification room spray, but if you've ever heard of the Poo-Pourri spray, this is the exact same thing, except just add some fraction coconut oil to it, and then you can do that. So I'm sure everybody's heard of the Poo-Pourri spray, and you can make your own for a fraction of the cost. So that pretty much covers the starter kit, except for our little bonus oil, which I have to go find. And that is Stress Away. Now, I don't know about you, but like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom with 2 toddlers. Things get a little stressful throughout the day. Stress Away is like my answer to when it's not appropriate to drink wine. So 9:30 in the morning, I can't open a bottle of wine. I'm in the grocery store, I can't have a bottle of wine. So Stress Away is like my savior. I use it as my perfume. Normally I have a diffuser necklace on. I guess I haven't put it on yet today, but I love to just have Stress Away in my diffuser necklace. So midday comes along and I'm at that breaking point. All I have to do is take a few big whiffs of my diffuser necklace and it's like, okay, reset, let's calm down, focus, like what's going on, solve my problems, move on with my life. So Stress Away is like a little vacation in a bottle. Like, you know, I've been known to put some in my hands and go hide in the bathtub and shut the shower curtain and just sit in the bathtub and take in some stress away because everybody is just driving me crazy. So Stress Away is amazing. A little bit goes a long way. There's so many aromatic benefits to essential oils that you might just think you're using them to make your house smell good or whatever it is, but you're reaping a lot of awesome benefits to those. So since we're talking about Stress Away and the calming oils and whatnot, I'll remind you again about the Peace and Calming. So today is the last day to get the free bottle of Peace and Calming. That's another one that's just like immediately, it smells so good and calming that if you have kids in your house, I highly recommend getting the Peace and Calming and checking that out for yourself. So Stress Away I like to wear topically a lot, like I told you, but I don't always carry my oil bottles around in my purse because I diffuse it. I'm doing all kinds of stuff with it. So the nice thing is Young Living provides us with some already made roller bottles, so you can get the Stress Away roller bottle that already is somewhat diluted. It's got the roller cap. So I like to just throw these in my purse because they're easy, they're ready. I don't have to like mess around with having coconut oil or almond oil on hand. I can just open my bottle. I like to roll it on the back of my neck, on my forearms, my wrists. Like I said, it's kind of my perfume. It just has this really like tropical vanilla lime smell that definitely is amazing. So anyway, that is pretty much the kit, the oils that you get in your starter kit, and kind of what I like to do with them, or ideas on what you could do with them. So another thing you get in your kit are the packets of the Ningxia Red. So I don't know about you, but I'm always looking for ways to support everybody's health in my family. Like I said, 3- and 4-year-olds, stay-at-home mom. We're all busy, active lives. Kids are in school. They don't always eat what they need to be eating to really be as healthy as they could be. So I love these little packets of Ningxia Red. You get 2 of them in your kit. I highly recommend when you get them, throw one in your fridge, throw one in the freezer. I think they taste better cold, and in the freezer they almost get like a slushy texture, so it's kind of like a slushy treat when you open them. So I just recommend to do that, see how you like it and whatnot. These are amazing antioxidant drink, energy boost, entire wellness, immune support. Antioxidants help get rid of free radicals in our bodies. There's just so many wonderful attributes of the Ningxia Red. It also contains the Ningxia Wolfberry, which is essentially goji berry, except it's from the Ningxia province in China. So my kids love these. They call it their red juice. We all drink it every day. These packets are 2 ounces. So for me in our house, if I open a packet, I usually split it between 2 1-ounce shot glasses for my kids so they can share one of these. If we feel like we're falling below the wellness line, I start pumping up our Ningxia like crazy. Now that's one way you can get them. These come in the kit, these 2-ounce bottles, but you also get these big bottles. They're like 25.35 ounces. We drank our very last drop this morning, so I can't even show you what it looks like, but it's red. It almost looks like it would taste like tomatoes, but it doesn't. It's a wonderful berry flavor. It has like blueberry juice, plum juice, cherry juice, aronia juice, pomegranate juice, and then it has grape, orange, yuzu, lemon, and tangerine oils in it too, so it's an oil-infused product. All of Young Living's products that aren't essential oils are still infused with essential oils, so you have all kinds of health benefits. So this is another just great. Like I said, we drink about 1 ounce every morning. My husband and I add essential oils to ours, so I love putting frankincense and orange in mine. He likes doing like thieves or cinnamon, peppermint. He likes the spicy, like hot things, and I'm looking for emotional grounding and whatnot, so I always do the frankincense and orange. And then sometimes I'll do like a drop of Digize or a drop of thieves, depending on, you know, what I've got going on. So that's another thing. I wish I had the cans of Ningxia Zing. They make a carbonated, like natural Red Bull, I suppose you would call it. It's a little carbonated can drink. So if you're somebody who drinks soda, which I'm not, I don't like soda at all. It's way too sweet and sugary for me. But those little Ningxia Zings are an awesome way to kick your habit if you are a soda drinker. And so I have some coming in my order. Maybe we'll talk about that more in like a different video one of these days. But the Ningxia Zing is like healthy Red Bull, plus it's cheaper than going out and buying the cans of Red Bull like at the gas station and whatnot. So those are an awesome like natural energy pick-me-up. But my favorite is the Ningxia Nitros. I don't know what moms did before Nitros, because it's like an energy shot, but it doesn't have the like coffee jitters. I can take this at night and still be able to sleep. It doesn't like keep me up or anything like that. It's not that kind of energy. The caffeine from it comes from yerba mate tea, and so it's a much gentler energy, but it is amazing for me for like the afternoon brain fog where 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon hits and you're just like roaming around thinking, what am I doing? What was I thinking? Like, I have no idea. Your brain just kind of gives up on you. So these are actually called like cognitive fitness. So they're really good at supporting brain health too. I just love them. Plus they taste amazing. So you can actually take your packet of your Ningxia Red and dump it in a glass over some ice. You can squirt in your Ningxia Nitro, and then you can use a Zing to top it off for the carbonation. And then if you want to add like your orange or tangerine or whatever you want to add, it makes an amazing drink. And I have actually added vodka to it too to make cocktails, and it's amazing. Ningxia, these in champagne for mimosas is the real deal. You'll thank me for that. Maybe that's what you should do with your starter kit Ningxias. Go buy some champagne and make some mimosas and plug in your diffuser and have your like own half hour of you time that you get to a Ningxia mimosa and diffuse some lavender. So anyway, obviously I need a lot of calming. Okay, so you got started, you got your kit, you're oily, you're loving your products, and it's kind of like, now what? You know, what kind of things should I be looking at or for? So I'm just gonna share with you some of my favorite products and whatnot. Oops, I just hit this. And then, you know, the Young Living product guide has all kinds of stuff in it, but I'll just share some of my favorites with you. Just gonna get some of this off my way. And I guess let's start with Orthosport. So Young Living makes a whole bunch of different massage oils. I got this one for free as a promotional item, so I can tell you a little bit about that too. But first I'll talk about Orthosport. So Orthosport it just smells so good. It's got like wintergreen and peppermint and lemongrass and just a lot of really good muscle oils. So a lot of massage therapists really like this oil because it's not sticky. It doesn't leave like that, you know, like you can't ever get the oil to go away. It's like a really nice consistency, and it's a dry oil and not a sticky oil. So this is great for massages. They also make the massage oils. There's Relaxation, Sensation, which would be a great one for Valentine's Day. The Cellulite and the Ortho Ease. We use probably the Ortho Ease and Orthosport the most for muscles, but I did get the Cellulite and I've been rubbing the girls with it just to kind of keep everything firm and in place. So if that's something you're concerned about, then you should probably look at the Cellulite oil. Too much information, but whatever. So anyway, after a workout, we talked about like the shoveling, anything like that. This is great, the Orthosport or the Ortho Ease. It's just really calming and relaxing for your muscles. If you can't afford to go get a massage or you don't have time to get a massage, then this is your answer. It's just amazing and calming and awesome. So I really like for our muscle support, there's actually a lot of really good products, but I like these because, you know, it's easy. They're already mixed. I don't have to take all my oils and make my own muscle blend or whatnot. It's already made. So on that note of muscles, this is my #1 oil, my go-to. I have had it since I signed up 3 years ago. I will never be without it. We have multiple bottles all over the house, in my purse, in the car, pretty much everywhere. And that is Deep Relief. And that's exactly what the name Deep Relief, I mean, I love it. So my go-to spots for Deep Relief are like my shoulders, on the tops of my shoulders. So you just roll it, rub it in. Another great spot is across my forehead, or even on my temples is another one that I use a lot. Sometimes my lower back. I don't want to put too many oils here. My eyes will be watering while I'm trying to talk to you guys. but I love to put it on my lower back, just any of my go-to spots. Anywhere really that I would put pan away to support my muscles is where I would recommend using my Deep Relief. And this one's just nice because, like I said, it's portable. You can keep it in the car, in your purse. It's just always ready. My little cheat sheet doesn't want to stand up here. So anyway, Deep Relief, it's seriously like the #1 oil we probably all use. It's the one oil, like when I teach classes and whatnot, anybody who tries Deep Relief, it's like, okay, essential oils work. I love them. How do I get Deep Relief? So it has just this tingly sensation, you know. You can dilute it down with some coconut oil. So let's say I just put Deep Relief on my forehead. I forget about it. I rub my eyes in a little bit and it's like, whoa, my eyes are on fire. That's where you just take your coconut oil again. You can either put some on a cotton round, Kleenex, or just on your fingers, and you just kind of wipe your eyes and it'll give instant gratification. You're diluting it down. Don't use water, because if you use water to try to wipe your eyes, what are you gonna do? You're going to drive the oil in stronger and faster because oil and water doesn't mix. So the oil wants to get away from the water. So you don't want to use water. Use your coconut oil, olive oil, you know, avocado oil, whatever you have on your hand to dilute. So that's another safety tip. Also, you don't want to put oils in your eyes or your ears. So a lot of people want to support their ears by using oils, but don't put them directly in your ears. They're too concentrated, you can do damage. What you can do is take the little cotton ball, like my mom when I was little used to put sweet oil on the cotton ball, and then she'd put it in my ear when I needed support for my ear. So you can kind of do that, you know, and put the cotton ball in your ear, or you can either just take your oils and kind of rub it around that area. So that is another thing, but just don't put them in your eyes or your ears. And if you do get some in your eyes, or if you put something on your skin that's really hot and you feel uncomfortable, use your coconut oil to dilute it down. So another good thing to talk about, we already kind of talked about, anything that goes on your skin is going into your bloodstream. So what are you putting on your skin every day that you wouldn't put in your mouth? Because all these chemical products that we're using are all absorbing into our bloodstreams, and then they're stuck in our bodies because they're synthetic material. Our body doesn't know how to process it, and then it's stuck there in your fat cells. So we always wonder why we're not feeling good, or everyone around us is sick, and then we look at the products that we're using, and it's really unfortunate because you think that you should be able to go to the store and buy a product that's healthy and safe for you and your family, but they're not. And so unfortunately there's just so much education on learning about labeling laws and whatnot. And that's really why I like Young Living too, is because I know the products are safe and natural. I've been to the farms, I've taken part, I've seen the whole process, and I know that what I'm getting is safe. So back to, you know, I kind of go on tangents, but whatever. So we kind of were talking about the Deep Relief, the Orthosport. Young Living just released the new Cool-Azul pain cream, and this is actually FDA approved for pain, so we can talk about that. Temporarily relieves minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with backaches, arthritis, strains, bruises, sprains. This stuff is amazing. You need so little of it, so it kind of has a creamy texture. And so you can just take that little bit and give yourself, you know, a really nice shoulder rub or wherever it is. I actually really like the pain cream like on my forearms and my wrists. In that area, I like to give myself kind of a rub and rub it in, and it's awesome. It's so cooling and wonderful. So this pain cream is going to be your best friend. So if you really want to punch, put your pain cream on and then top it off with some Deep Relief, and you're just going to be like, oh. So relaxed. Everybody's going to be wondering what you did to yourself. So, okay. Talked about some of those rollers. Another roller I love is the Breathe Again. You guys see that? Breathe Again. Breathe Again is awesome. We get RC in our kit, so you'd kind of use it similar to your RC, except this guy I don't use nearly as much. I have a lot of oils going on, so I'm gonna use my pinky finger. So with this, I can just kind of roll a little bit, and I can just put it like right under my nose. And it really does what it says, breathe again. So you just breathe so much clearer. You can rub it like down your sinuses. You could use it behind your ears, on the back of your neck where your sinuses drain. I have so many oils on the back of my neck right now, though we won't put it there. But it just really like opens everything up, makes it really easy to breathe. So Breathe Again's another awesome one. It has the eucalyptuses in it. So you could put RC in your diffuser or topically, or you can like carry the Breathe Again in your purse and whatnot. So I'm just kind of looking at where we're at here. Oh yeah, Tranquil. So the Tranquil roll-on. We'll kind of go through some of the roll-ons because I love all of these and I keep them all in my purse. But Tranquil, you're gonna take a 3 and a 4-year-old to the grocery store. That's gonna be fun. So I like to use Tranquil. We'll rub it on the back of our necks. We'll talk about it in the car. We're gonna go in. It's gonna be calm. We're all gonna get along. Nobody's gonna have a meltdown in the grocery store, right? Yeah. So Tranquil is great for those moments. It's also wonderful for sleep. My 3 and 4-year-old love it when I put a little Tranquil. I just do a V on the bottom of their feet and give them a little foot massage at night before bed, which you can do with your lavender as well. But Tranquil has Roman chamomile and cedarwood in it also, so it's super calming, relaxing. The name, Daddy went back to work. See, he might need some Tranquil. I was talking about it and then a need presented itself. So anyway, super calming, relaxing, great for sleep at night. I put it on the back of my neck or my feet, and yeah, I have never slept better since I started using essential oils, I can tell you that much. Okay, Mom's almost done and then I'll be out in a minute, okay? Love you, buddy. So, here, do you want some of this?
No, I want to say something
What?
to you. A teen is bad.
What?
A teen is bad. A teen is not.
Okay, I'll come and do it in a little bit. Play for a while, please. So anyway, okay, we're... Okay, he's gonna go so I can finish talking. Alright, so since we're talking about rollers and whatnot, I'm also just gonna throw out, because I do have kids and I know a lot of you have kids, Young Living does have the Kids Scent collection of essential oils. What I do is I take the white caps off and I put the roller fitment tops on. So these oils are pre-diluted and safe for the ages of 2 to 10. So if you have kids in the ages of 2 to 10 and you don't want to learn so much about like what's safe, sometimes you just want to grab something and try to help your kids. This one is Sleepy Eyes. So you can just go ahead to put the, here I'll show you backwards. So to take the rollers off, you just use the cap and use the thread on it to crack the top, and then your roller fitments will come right back off. And then to put them on, you just set them on top of the bottle and then use the cap to tighten them on. So now these are just awesome because they're, like I said, pre-diluted and ready to go. I put the rollers on them and then my kids can just kind of take them as needed. So there's Sleepy Eyes, Tummy Jize for digestion, so calming, digestion, Owie, self-explanatory. Genius is for focus, so if you got kids in school, Genius is great to put in diffuser necklaces. You can take like a felt pad and glue it onto their folder and put a couple drops of Genius on to help them throughout the day. And then there is the Sniffles, which is like respiratory and immune. So we love all of those. The Kids Sense oils are awesome. Young Living has quite a few products that are already like diluted and safe for kids.
Didn't you have vanilla doll?
Can you just go play, honey? And then Mom will be done in just a minute here. I know, right? Okay, so anyway, I don't even know where we're at. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about male and female energies. So I'm a woman and I have emotional, hormonal stuff. I love Progessence Plus. Progessence Plus saves my life all the time. This bottle I put a roller onto because I just take and I do a V here, and then I take and I rub it on my forearms and just rub them together. And I usually do that at night before bed. Progessence Plus has natural progesterone from wild sweet yams. So like I said, I use it daily. It smells so good. It's got some frankincense. It works great. And then the male version of that would be the Shutron oil. And this smells amazing. So if you're looking to have some more babies, have your husband put the Shutron on and you're good to go. So anyway, it's kind of like the male and female version, the Progessence and the Shutron, to support the male and female energies. Some of the other great ones that I love for my husband, so a lot of us are oily, but our husbands are still kind of like on the fence. I love the Northern Lights Black Spruce and the Idaho Blue Spruce. Both of them smell awesome. If you have a man with a beard, just one drop, rub it around in those beards. Oh, it smells great. It's like pheromones or whatever. So Valentine's Day coming up, get your man some Shutron, some black spruce, some blue spruce. They make a whole bunch of Shutron items too, like bar soaps, shaving creams, whatnot, so you can look into that. In North Dakota, so my skin is super dry. Lavender lotion is amazing. You need such a little amount, one little drop, and it just spreads. So like when I put it on, that's pretty much all I use, especially for if I'm just like doing my hands, but even that's a lot. You can do your hands and like up your forearms with it. And then you have that amazing calming lavender. So in the winter months, I just kind of use this all the time. I keep it next to like our kitchen sink, and in the bathroom I have a bottle because my hands tend to get really dried out. So what do you do next? We've talked about all these products, different things to do. If you're not a member of Young Living already, it's kind of hard to explain how awesome all of this is until you get your kit and you start using the products and you really fall in love with it. So again, when you get started, if you get the kit with the Dewdrop Diffuser, I'll post a link in the comments. This month you get the free Peace and Calming, and like I already said, it's been out of stock for almost a year, so there's only really 2 ways you can get it, and that is this month a new member signs up with the Dewdrop Diffuser kit, they get the free bottle of Peace and Calming. The reason it's been out of stock is because the Idaho Tansy that's in it is super rare and hard to sustain. So Young Living's all about sustainability, and that's another reason I just love them so much. Yeah, Peace and Calming and Valor were like 2 of their prized oils, most popular everybody had, and they actually took them out of stock. They could have been like, we're going to dilute them down, or we could put synthetics and not have to take 2 of our most popular items out, but they didn't. They took them away, and now we get them at limited time. So you can either get it this month by becoming a member or by spending a certain dollar amount. Jackson, I'm gonna come, give me 5 minutes, okay? My 4-year-old is the one who is like very emotional and dramatic and like 0 patience, and then my 3-year-old, she's just so sweet, and like I could have done this whole video and she would have been fine. She probably would have came and said hi, but there's definitely a difference in them. So I'm gonna have to wrap this up and go spend some time with him. So anyway, Peace and Calming, you can get it by becoming a member and buying the Dewdrop Diffuser kit, or by spending a certain amount of money. Now, when you become a member, just so you know, there's like no monthly requirements. You don't, have to do any of that. You get 24% forever, and if you're interested, there is the business opportunity. You can either make a little or a lot depending on what you want to do. So that's what I've done today. I just shared with you all my oily obsession and taught you a little bit about what I know. I do have these income opportunity brochures. If you want me to send you one with a sample of something, just message me, holler at me, let me know. So my brain, I need that nitro now after my son and all the interruptions. So anyway, if you are not a member and you want to become a member, you can message me, one of the admins. If you already know somebody, go ahead and shoot them a message, get their referral number, and that's their member number, and you would just put that in as your sponsor and enroller. So I'm I'm teaching the class right now. There's business webinars, there's books and different things. So if you are interested in the income, it's there. So another just thing to hit on is, have you ever heard of all the monthly boxes like Stitch Fix and Birchbox? And there's so many companies that send you a monthly box every month, but you don't get to pick what's in them. So sometimes you hit a jackpot, other times you don't. Well, with Young Living, you can sign up. It's called Essential Rewards. It's an optional program. It's free to join, free to cancel, and it's $50 a month. You have to order about $50 a month in product, 50 PV, $50, whatnot. So if you're looking at replacing things like your toothpastes, your lotions, your hand soaps, Essential Rewards is a great program because for the first 3 months you get 10% back on all your purchases. So if you're spending $50, you get $5 in points, and so on and so forth. Well, for me, after 2 years, I get 25% back in points off of everything I buy. So I already get my 24% off as a wholesale member, but now I get 25% back in points that I can cash in. So my birthday is in February, so I cashed in my points this month and I got my first bottle of Jasmine because it's a really expensive oil, but it's like a luxury for me. So I went ahead and cashed in my points and got that. So it's really awesome. I highly recommend it if you are really looking at making the change, if you're loving your oils, different stuff like that. So I like to do, in my Essential Rewards, I'll usually get like our dish soap, hand soaps, lotions, anything kind of like that. And not only, like I said, do I get the 24% off, but I get 25% back in points. So this month I placed my 300 PV $300 order so I could also get another Peace and Calming for free. So if you're already a member and you want the free Peace and Calming, you need to spend a 300 PV $300 order. But the awesome perk of that is you get the 20% back, 10, 20, 25. So I get 25% back. So a little bit more math here. I did a 300 PV order. I got $255 of retail products for free, including Peace and Calming. Plus I got $75 in points, 75 points that I can cash in and get whatever I want. So instead of having to go to Target and get laundry detergent and dish soap and things that I'd have to read all the labels and check and whatnot, I get them from Young Living. I get all my points, my money back, and I didn't have to take my kids to a store to deal with any of that. So for the first 3 months, you get 10% back. Month 4 through month 24, you get 20% back, and then on month 25 you get 25%, and there's also loyalty gifts along the way. So every few months you get a free oil or a loyalty gift, which is pretty awesome. So if you have any questions on any of this, contact me, one of the admins. You can check out my blog at The Hectic Homemaker. I also have YouTube channel, The Hectic Homemaker, where I have lots of videos and whatnot. So if you do choose to sign up with me, you will get an awesome little welcome package. It comes with a welcome book full of recipes, all about the starter kit oils, what to use, just lots of fun information. And then there's some on the back for you to record your member number and whatnot. And then I send a little package of bottles. So you get a spray bottle, a roller bottle, another Roma Fitment top. You get one in your kit, and I give you one, and then I give you 2 empty bottles so that you can make some blends and different stuff in your own bottles. There is a nasal inhaler and some labels. So it's a little goodie bag to kind of, oh, and then there's a little dropper bottle that is full of almond oil. So you get your kit, and then you have a book with some recipes and some supplies that you can kind of get started on your oily journey. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. I have a demanding 4-year-old that needs some attention like 10 minutes ago. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Again, go ahead and message any of us with any questions if you're ready to get started and get your Dewdrop diffuser kit with your free Peace and Calming. Just shoot me a message. Thanks, everybody.